I think I need some more water. It's a rather grey old day to be starting the Great North Walk from Circular Quay onto a ferry, then off at Woolwich, and then the real effort begins. I've got lots of walking to do. Over there are some of the old ferries that used to do the Manly to Sydney run. The Coleroy and the Freshwater. Been on them many times. So, thanks. Let's hope that worked. Arrived in Greenwich and get rid of this bloody awful thing as I'm no longer on public transport and I can start the big walk. We're at Woolwich Wharf, which is evidently built in 1856. In those days, Hunters Hill, where I'm in now, was considered a rather remote area of Sydney, and they built the ferry wharf and a road to ride, which was probably even more remote. So Hunters Hill is named after Captain John Hunter, who arrived with the first fleet and surveyed the area around here. So as we're walking through here, we should see some fine examples of colonial buildings, which is very exciting if you like colonial buildings. We've got a few kilometres to go and it all should be very exciting. These here are the things I'll be following all day today, the Great North Walk markers. So by the 1890s, Greenwich, well, Hunters Hill, was a bit of a grubby old industrial area. How things have changed. It's no longer a grubby old industrial area, but a rather upmarket suburban Sydney. I'm walking down to the Woolwich Dock to see what's there. Interesting fact, when this dock opened in 1901, it was Australia's largest dock. I'm only guessing, but the boat behind me may be going in the Sydney to Hobart yacht race. Why else would you have a yacht there that looks like that? Looks very seaworthy and very magnificent. Well, this area is called the Horse Paddock. Called the Horse Paddock because I think this is where they used to depasture horses. I don't even know what that means, but anyway, that's why it's called the Horse Paddock. There's the pig paddock up there. Now that looks old and colonial. One of the many street libraries in Sydney. You come to the street library, you open the door, you look inside, you decide what book you want. In this case, I'll take the fire engine and then you can go and read it. And then once you're finished, pop it back. This is the one problem with this walk. At the start of it, which I am at now, you have to go through a lot of suburban Hunters Hill. And some of it is travelling down very busy roads like this, which gets a little tedious. Anyway, it won't be long before I'm into the bush. Just had to stop to slip, slop and slap. Good old suntan lotion has gone all over me. So now I smell like a coconut cocktail. This is very exciting. This is the first time I've actually gone off suburban streets. So that goes up to, I think it's Boronia Park, and this goes on to, well, the depths and the jungle of urban Sydney. Well, as you can see from the sign, I'm 10.5 kilometres from Sydney Cove. I've been walking for 5.5 kilometres, and if I want to make it to Newcastle, I've got 239.5 to go. I better keep on walking, because I've got to get home. I've got dinner to make. There you are, I'm in the thick of it. Salt marsh and coastal wetlands. There's lots of little fish, I can even see them going past. Last time I came through here it was all dry and a bit depressing really, but this year everything's looking amazing. And there are fish everywhere. In that little hole in there are young kookaburras. I've just seen the adult go and feed them and pop back out again. The old Lane Cove Steakhouse where we used to come and get cheap steaks on many a night. Long since closed and very dilapidated now. So we're now in possibly the oldest building in Ku-ring-gai, built around 1856 I think it was. It was the Jenkin family farm, and they said they had 13 children. There you go, you learn something every day. I didn't know that Lane Cove National Park was officially opened in 1938. What I'm hoping for is I can find a tap. Like all good places, they should have one. I need it so I can fill up my water. Okay, so I found the tap, filled up with water. I'm on my way again. Whew. A bit warm. It's not so much the heat, it's the humidity that's killing me today. Just had the bejesus scared out of me. Almost stepped on a snake. I don't know what type it was. Brownish looking. I don't think it was a red-bellied black snake. It scared the crap out of me. Anyway, still walking. Isn't it a pain in the ass when you're walking along, doing your best, think you're doing well, sweating like a bastard, tired as a motherfucker, or tired as anything, and then somebody comes by, jogging as fresh as a daisy, and just goes, "Hi, how are you?" Well, we normally have cicadas in summer, but this summer we haven't had very many. I seem to have come into a bit of a cicada hotspot here. It's not as loud as I've heard them, but it's the most I've heard this year, I think. Anyway, I do love a good cicada sound. Well, I'm getting there. As always about this stage, I can feel a bit knackered. I've walked quite a way, and it's quite humid, so makes the go in a bit tougher than normal. Anyway, should be home soon. Oh Jesus, this is hard. Getting well and truly knackered now. Come a little bit further, a little bit more working, getting a little bit hotter. Gonna stop for a drink soon. So, I can say I'm knackered. I think I need some more water and thing. The good news is it's not far to go till I get home, so I will be home in probably about half an hour, 3/4 hour. Anyway, oh, it's actually cooled down a bit now, so I'm just red and rooted. That's it, I've done it again. That's it, I've done it. Back home, absolutely knackered, and back in suburbia. You can hear the lawnmower behind me probably. Anyway, I'm gonna go home and have a damn good rest now because I'm absolutely buggered. A great day's walk though, and all to see a bit of the national parks that are within Sydney.